This conference is really elevating to a new level, and it's just really cool to see each program doing wonders with recruiting, and also when they get to the program, how can they get better?
It's been a staple since we signed on Pac-12 Networks, one of our tentpole properties, another good crowd here at Maples Pavilion with all the options in the San Francisco Bay Area on a Friday night. Now, here's a positive for the Cardinal. The floor is their best event. Number 19 in the nation at NQS of 49,295. Best score not too long ago. The first of back-to-back meetings against UW, but 49,425 here at Maples. The challenge is Oregon State is extraordinary on beam. Number 4 in the nation. This is their best event. We'll take it one gymnast at a time. Here is Kiki Peterson, the grad student from Washington, competing in her only events.
Very unique mount we just saw, and watch her take up the entire beam on her series. Barely has any room. Good full turn. You never want to underestimate that skill.
Christina lead off in every meet this year. 9.875 last week for a season high. Personal best a few years ago, 9.925.
Solid jump series, and here she goes, prepping for her dismount, gain her back height.
Well, that's got to be a wonderful feeling. You wait all night, and you have your lone event come on beam, and you come through.
I always love seeing the gymnasts really enjoy themselves on that 4-inch of wood. That's really what it is, with a little padding on top.
It seems much more narrow. It's treacherous, after all. Oregon State, season high 49,625 last week against Arizona. Claire Dean, her third and final event. The freshman with a 9.875 on bars, 9.775 on beam. Here on floor, 9.825 Monday, personal best at 9.9 against California.
It's going to open up with a double pike. Beautiful leaps, and being in the sport of artistic gymnastics, Claire is really the whole package. She's dynamic and brings artistry. Beautiful combo pass. 1.5 to front full.
Well done by Claire Dean. This has to be the realization of her goals growing up here in the Bay Area. Used to come to meets both at Haas Pavilion here at Maples. Now she's getting it done on the floor.
That's a beautiful combo pass right there. And it's really cool to see her really make a statement just getting to campus.
Peterson a 9.85 to get Oregon State going in the final rotation. Only time tonight, we'll see another beam worker in the senior from Hawaii, Jenna Domingo. 9.925 last year against UCLA, and then matched it last week in the win over Arizona.
Beautiful front aerial to a back pike. It's very calm and natural on the balance beam. Beautiful full turn. People will, or would describe her as a person with a loving spirit. She's an amazing person. Her teammates can always go to her. She's a good listener. Very solid leap combination. Just a natural beamer. Just prepping for her dismount. Get her back full.
Well, experience really paying off for Oregon State. They go from the grad student Peterson to the senior Domingo, and both secure big numbers in the first two spots.
Here's her series. Front aerial to a back pike. Connection looks good there. She was right on the money.
I wonder how Oregon State gets that chainsaw through security. I had to take off my shoes 7 times, and I was not walking around with a chainsaw. Just a thing to fun.
7 times.
7 times.
Wow.
I mentioned I'm loud. Occasionally I ask questions. Tina 9875. Maddie Burnett, third and final events. A pair of 9.825s on the table and bars. Back-to-back 9.9s for consecutive personal bests. And then had some wobbly moments on Monday trying to shake off that 84.75 St. Inbounds.
It was a huge first pass, front lay to a front 1.5, which is called a Rudy. And that second flip really rose after that first flip. That's also what the judges are looking for. Good amplitude. Double tug. Great control on that landing.
Redemption after the anomaly of Monday we've seen what Maddie has done over the years, and reverting to the form that's made her such a key contributor for the Stanford Cardinal. Earning that stick.
Wanted to take another look at this first pass. Watch how she rises in that second flip on that 1.5 twist. So beautiful.
Scores rising. Talked about the experience, and they were the right choices from Tanya Chaplin. As Domingo even better with a 9.875. Lauren Letcher, third and final event. 9.825 on vault. 9.775 on floor. If you watch Saturday's meet on Pac-12 Network, she fell against Arizona.
Front aerial to a back tuck. Slight balance check. This athlete is very patient on the balance beam. You'll notice how she takes her time between each skill. She's definitely one of Oregon State's top performers. She's a former elite, very quiet leader because she leads by example. Gainer front full off the end.
Well, that's the form we have seen in the past. From the sophomore from Golden, Colorado, she went 9-9 for a personal best to the tie with California.
She is first and last in the gym. Really putting in the work so it can show in competition.
Burnett bounced back in a major way, just off the career high. Back-to-back 9-8-7-5. That's another all-arounder for the Cardinal. Wraps up her competitive night. It's Brenna Nault. 9-8-7-5 on the table. 9-9 on bars. 9-7-7-5 on beam.
She's really telling a story in this routine.
Well, you mentioned it's all about presentation, and she has an array of skills in that area. 9-9 on Monday for the second time in the last 3 meets to match her personal best.
Beautiful double pike to start off. And I love how she smiles throughout. The floor exercise, the floor can be very taxing. She smiles through it all. Beautiful for handspring to a Rudy. A little off balance in landing that leap, but she covered it up very well. Combination pass, dances right out of it. And this part is my favorite.
Telling a story from start to finish. Just a sophomore from Southern California. Head coach Tabitha Yim said, "Nobody loves gymnastics more than Brenna Nault."
Here's her first pass, double pike. Really nice control on the landings. Take a look at this combination pass. You're going to see her dance out of it. You'll see quite a few gymnasts do that to eliminate judges maybe taking an extra 10th on a step. What a way to finish. That's my favorite part of the routine, as you can see why.
92%.
Away. 9-9-2-5, a new personal best. Setting the stage for Cindy Gonzalez, who is in the moment. She had to wait one more second, ready to go, and she has been focused tonight. 9-9 on vault, 9-9-2-5 on floor. Here on beam, put up a 9-9-2-5 on Saturday, just off the career high of 9-9-5.
See a front aerial to a back tug. Very solid. This is another athlete who's very calm and confident on this event. She has done an amazing job over the summer, putting in that work. It's very cool to see it come to fruition on the competition floor. Cat leap to a switch half. Beautiful. Gainer front full off the end of the beam for her dismount.
Tough at the conclusion.
Take another look at her series. She gets that connection as long as you keep moving through the two skills, you get that connection, and she performed that very well. Watch this one. She's going to swing her leg, which makes it a gainer from full. There's a little excitement in there after.
Further evidence as to why Oregon State is number 4 in the nation on beam. Brennan Olds, new career high, 9.925 on floor. We gave you the overall profile of senior Chloe Widner. She has been exceptional. 9.9 on vault, a pair of 9.95s on bars and beam. She has not competed on floor, resting the last 4 meets, but carded a career-high 9.95 in the season opener in Las Vegas, the prestigious Super 16.
Very powerful tumbling. She's going to open up with a huge double leg. She does come up short. The chest was down. The judges will take off for that. Through to a double pike. That landing was good. Beautiful leaps. Sky high in the air. Exceeding that 180 split.
That is the fitting conclusion on senior night for a magnificent all-around performance for the senior Chloe Widner.
The double pike. She did slide that front foot a little bit, so the judges may take off a little extra for that. And look at those leaps. You can see her back leg lift, which is exactly what the judges want. So they don't have to question if you are hitting that 180 because you are exceeding it.
Speaking of exceeding, Gonzalez matching her personal best, 9.95 gargantuan numbers. Oregon State typified while they're number 4 in the nation. Dagans had a very solid night. That's an understatement. 9.925 on the table, matched her career high with a 9.95 on floor.
Very solid and aggressive on this advance. Quick lay. Beautiful. She's a team leader. An upperclassman that is very calming, yet brings a lot of energy. This routine is excellent so far. Hasn't really given the judges much to work with or take off. Dismount, round off 1.5.
Delivering once more back home in Northern California. Maddie's had some memorable trips back to the Bay Area over the years.
Here's another look at that dismount. I want to see if she had to take a slight step back, but I really think that's probably the only deduction in that whole routine. That was a beautiful B routine.
So Widner's only score, sub 9.9, still a quality number, 9.825. Second and final time tonight. Here's Tara Lynn Wynn, who posted a 9.775 on vaults here on floor. 9.875 for the third time on Monday to match her personal best in her freshman year.
Huge tumbling coming up. Double layout. And it is just wild how high she gets in the air.
Elevation sensation.
Considering she is under 5 feet tall. This is another athlete that's been working really hard on performance quality. She's only going to take 2 steps into her 2.5 to a front tuck. She buckled a little bit. Usually she would do a front pike, but she held on to it to get that connection in there. And I love that they lift her up. That's amazing.
Win last year. State all-around champion here in California. That tells you how good she is.
Look at how high she gets. It is insane. Here's her last pass. She buckled a little bit. She wasn't right over her feet, so she couldn't do the front pike like she usually does, but the judges will count that as a 2.5 punch front. So there won't really be a deduction, maybe a little bit on that landing.
Enormous numbers for Oregon State. Taking the lead is 9.925. Jay Carey with a pair of perfect 10s tonight, now 9 in her brilliant Oregon State career. The 10s coming off bars and floor, and 9.9 on balls. Here on beam, matched her career high with a 9.975 last week, when she went 39.875 for an Oregon State record, the best score in the nation in the all-around.
Going to start with a front aerial. Straddle jump. Usually connects that into a flick lay. She's deciding to separate it today. Beautiful leaps. Being such an amazing gymnast that she is, she still really works hard on those details. Gainer lay full.
That was exceptional as well. A reminder, Carey has the possibility of perfection in every routine she competes in. She committed to going to Oregon State prior to the Olympics, and we're so glad to have her here in the Pac-12.
Just an exceptional athlete all around. And I've really loved watching her come into her own and seeing her personality shine. I will say college gymnastics has that effect on you. Way more fun than elite. You're able to kind of explore the fun side of gymnastics. You have a team, you get to cheer.
And we come down to the final routine. Anna Roberts completing the all-around 9.9 on vault, 9.85 on bars, 9.875 on beam. The freshman on floor at 9.9 Monday for the second consecutive meet. Her personal best in her outstanding freshman year at 9.925. We can let you know Carey just off perfection, 9.975.
Beautiful front leg to a Rudy, and you're going to see why Anna is in the anchor spot, because she has such control on her landings. simple yet dialed in on those details. And that routine was stunning. Stunning.
Stanford saving the best for last.
So double tag dismount. Last pass. Beautiful routine. Usually the anchor spot really wants to leave an exclamation point for that rotation on the event.
So we'll do the arithmetic. I can let you know Jane Carey of 39.875 in the all-around for the second consecutive week, equaling the school record that she achieved a week ago. For those radiant smiles across the Oregon State roster, for the first time this year, they break 198. New season high, season highs in all 4 events, and for the Cardinal, a season high by half a point, and it comes in defeat. Stanford was terrific. Oregon State was in a different stratosphere tonight.
I'm just really happy to see them hit that 198 because Tanya has worked so hard to build this program up to really compete in Pac-12 championships, but also be a solid competitor for nationals. And that's the exact score that they need, and they just really need to continue to build on this, right? So it's getting that vault and bar score up just a little bit so they can be in that comfortable 198 to, you know, compete with OU.
And how about the week for Stanford? A short week competing on the road in Seattle. They benefited from a lot of support with the 2 gymnasts coming back to the state of Washington. They go back-to-back meets over 197. They had not cracked 197 in a regular season meet since 2016. So Stanford really is peaking at the right time as well. And Oregon State, just extraordinary. We are paid to be critical, don't want to be necessarily just gushing with all these positives, but there was not a flaw to be seen tonight.
Agreed. And speaking of, you know, little flaws or little to no flaws, Jade was perfect in 2 events, both of them being in the floor exercise, and it's really cool to see her kind of just trust her training. She's competed at the highest of high levels, and it's cool to see her have fun in the sport, you know.
And we are pleased to be joined by one of the best in the world in Jade Carey. Jade, thanks so much for taking the time. You've done it all in our sport. What do you like the most about the college experience?
What I like most about the college experience is just the team atmosphere and the energy we have in every single competition. It's the most fun that I've ever had doing gymnastics.
And I had a chance to speak with Tanya, and she just mentioned your sassy and spunky personality that's kind of been brought up recently. So can you talk a little bit about you coming into your own?
Yeah, I think since college I've started to take gymnastics not so seriously and like allow myself to have fun with it. And it's been really cool to see myself come out of my shell and share the joy with everybody else.
Well, it's been a joy to watch and fabulous to broadcast. Do you allow yourself to think about 4 perfect 10s in one meet? Is that a goal? I know it's all about the team, but you came up with 2 more 10s tonight.
I mean, it's definitely a thought that crosses my mind, but I try to just focus on one event at a time and putting up the best routine that I can for my team.
And that's amazing. And I also just want to ask, you know, Brian mentioned what's your favorite part about college gymnastics, but what has been the biggest transition from coming to the elite world?
Yeah, I think the biggest transition is just the perfection aspect of all of our skills in college. I feel like in elite we focus a lot on the difficulty, but in college it's about how perfect you can make it, and it's been a really fun challenge for me.
Jay, congratulations on another magnificent competitive night.
Thank you.
Jay Carey, back-to-back, 39.875s, 2 more perfect 10s tonight. 9 now in her sensational college career, to go along with being a very elite gymnast in the elite world, Olympic gold medalist on floor. 39.875, a school record considering the unbelievable history at Oregon State. That is quite a testament, and the highest all-around score in the nation this year. Still, many positives for Stanford as the runner-up tonight.
Exactly, and when we spoke with Tabitha, she mentioned that she's been building on each performance, and that's exactly what we saw tonight, and it's going to be really exciting seeing them move into postseason.
A night to remember for Oregon State. They bring 198, 2 more perfect 10s for Jane Carey. For Janae Honest, our hardworking and talented production team, I'm Brian Weber. It's a signature win for Oregon State, so long from the San Francisco Bay Area.